Hi everybody. By now, a lot of you will know that we lost Vention yesterday. Vention was probably one of the first channels that I found in this space, along with Barbarossa, Spetsnaz, Sandman as well, of course. Way back in maybe 2015, perhaps even earlier, 2014 even. And he was one of the very first in the space that, while he showed his face for one, he was unafraid of what would happen. And it didn't affect him, he could just do what he likes because he was financially independent at that point, I believe. He had some Bitcoin stashed away and was heading towards his retirement. But from the very beginning, Vention came across as just a regular type dude and someone that, he adopted like a lone wolf lifestyle and completely independent. He was happier just tinkering around in his garage, building things, working in his garden. He had a very, in a way, simplistic lifestyle. Living alone, doing things he enjoyed though. And he was a great example. He was always on my previous channel and even on this one a few weeks ago, Vention was making comments on one or two of my videos. Though small, it didn't stop him from getting involved with the community. And that's something to be really respected. He'd been around a long time. I always valued his contributions on my videos and his thoughts. After he got diagnosed with cancer, which would have been a massive blow to anyone, especially when you've worked your whole life to enjoy a retirement and relax. I was always impressed when he would give his updates in his videos of how his treatment was going. I know he chose to go down the alternative route, therapies, which is completely up to him. Even so, I think the amount of extra time that he gained was almost equivalent to what he would have got from chemotherapy, so there's always that's a positive. But even when he'd had his colon removed and had all of the difficulties associated with that, he was still in good spirits, he always had that little laugh. Good times, he used to say. And always had his motto at the end of his updates, don't get married. And still, he was reasonably positive and always sharing his thoughts, sharing his observations on the world. Obviously, given the fact that his cancer was terminal, we all sort of knew that this day was going to come. But still pretty torn up about it. Because he's one of those godfather type figures in the space. The last year or two have been quite difficult for people. We lost Paul Proteus a year ago. I was going to do a video about him because he was very influential as well on the way I think. But, if you go over to Vention's channel and watch his last updates from his hospital bed, he's still in very good spirits. He's still trying to help people, do as much as he can to look after people in this space. And I guess the main thing that we can take away from the last day or so is that, he went peacefully and without suffering. And that's all you can really hope for. It's all any of us can really hope for. And he had a lot of people that, loved his content and loved the guy as well. I'll include a link to the most recent update on his YouTube channel where people have been leaving tributes and comments. So if you want to head over there and do the same, just go ahead and click that. But yeah, we've lost a real godfather in the space. The community is going to be a lot worse off now that he's gone. That's about all from me. See you next time.